In the quaint town of Eldergrove, where nothing went unnoticed, Jonathan lived a quiet, unassuming life. To his neighbors, he was just an ordinary man with a mundane job at the local library. Few suspected that beneath his gentle demeanor lay a power so formidable, it could instill fear even in the most hardened hearts. For Jonathan possessed the dark gift of persuasion, an ability to influence and control minds with but a mere glance. This power was both a curse and a blessing. It had manifested itself when Jonathan was just a child, leaving him confused and scared. As he grew older, he learned to harness it, to conceal it as if it were a shadow in the bright light of day. Afraid of the consequences of exposure, he vowed to use this gift only for good, silently battling the evil that often lurked in the guise of respectability. By day, Jonathan was a reserved librarian, recommending books and organizing shelves. By night, he became a silent vigilante, prowling the streets in secret. Within him simmered a quiet rage against the wickedness he saw around him, burning a resolve to bring justice where the law faltered. He had become a ghost in the alleyways, rumored but unseen. His existence became the whispered legend among the town dwellers, a mysterious force fighting crime in night's darkest hours. Many simply called him the Shadow. This enigmatic figure struck fear into the hearts of many wrongdoers who had tormented the peace of Eldergrove. One of the most dangerous gangs in town, the Black Hounds, had started to crumble under Jonathan's silent crusade. Their operations were interrupted mysteriously, members found dazed or voluntarily surrendering to the authorities, unable to recall why. It was said that the leader of the Black Hounds, a ruthless man named Vance, had been unaffected by the police's persistent efforts until the arrival of the Shadow. However, Jonathan's greatest challenge arose when he encountered Vance. Knowing that Vance was unlikely to easily succumb to persuasion, Jonathan hatched a plan. Using his power's subtlety, he infiltrated Vance's fortress-like hideout, planting seeds of mistrust within the gang. One by one, they turned on each other until Vance stood alone. In a final confrontation, Jonathan revealed himself, an unlikely hero standing against a force of absolute evil. He spoke soft words of persuasion directly to Vance's consciousness, pushing him to relinquish his grasp on the town. And as the leader fell to his knees, realizing the error of his ways, Jonathan knew his secret was safe for another night. His true power remaining cloaked under a guise of simplicity. Thus, Jonathan continued his quiet battle against darkness, a hidden protector within Eldergrove, holding the line as the Shadow, unknown and undetected, a guardian with the guise of a gentle man.